Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Honorable Ekperikpe Ekpo, has disclosed that the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and the Presidential Committee on CNG Initiatives are working on measures to prevent future petroleum tank explosions. He made this known while presenting the ministry's 2025 budget of over 4 billion naira to the National Assembly Joint Committee on Petroleum Upstream. The minister's declaration followed the Niger petroleum tank explosion incident. Lawmakers during the session inquired about percentage of Nigerians currently benefiting from the compressed natural gas program.
I need to know, are you actually right now conducting the adaptability of the CNG project to Nigeria? Or we just see what happens in China, see what happens in America and think, bam, it can also work in Nigeria. We must be careful in localizing ideas that we see going on in other countries, because that could not work well, or even if it could work well, our infrastructure does not presently support it. Or maybe we could also take into consideration the fact that our roads need to be fixed so that we would avoid the bumpiness, on the roads. And then we'll also look into consideration the climate, which pretty much we have no right to control that. So please, I would like to know, do we actually have programs? Are you conducting research? Because the explosions are actually quite many, and that has endangered life and properties.
I want to find out, in your collaboration with stakeholders, for the conversion of vehicles to dual fuel or to LPG CNG, how much impact do you think you have been able to make in terms of percentage on Nigerians? And of course, how much collaboration and cooperation, how much are you leveraging on the collaboration and cooperation of honorable members?
Involve the NMDPRA, the regulator, the standard organization, to liaise with the presidential initiative and ensure that for the installation of the equipment in the vehicle, in the conversion, it should be certified centers. So far, our investigation has shown that those ones that you have explosion has been done by illegal outfit, which we are working on making sure that they don't operate. So we are really on it. Of course, we know we are beginning something that is new to our country, Nigeria, to cut down the cost. But we should expect some of these accidents at the very minimal level. As we perfect other countries that make use of this, like you look at India and other countries, they had their own share of accidents across the line. But they try to adjust as they move on. So I can assure you, CNG has come to stay. And we will do everything possible to make sure that we curb all those incidences as we progress.
Senator Victor Umah, representing the Anambra Central, sought clarification on when the ongoing gas pipeline infrastructure project will be extended to the southern regions of the country.
On what is happening to the midstream and downstream gas infrastructure fund, which have been fixed in various banks. I would like us to tell us what has happened to those funds and interest that have accrued in fixing those funds in various banks.
We have released about 222 billion to the 6 companies that are involved in this midstream, downstream infrastructure development to cushion the effect of the CNG that we are talking about and try to disseminate it to other states of the Federation. Because when we talk about this CNG, we need to cover the entire Federation before it will be effective. We are talking about climate change, and to mitigate that, we need to embrace this cleaner way of utilization. The global world is talking about energy transition, and it is gas that we have in quantum in our country, Nigeria, that will take advantage of it to do it.
The time has come for us to take our own destiny in our own hands. And what Nigeria does is to provide leadership for the rest of Africa. As Africans, we have agreed that, look, first of all, let us explore the resources we have, both oil and gas, to first of all get energy security before we talk about transition. After all, we are victims. We are not culprits. The emissions we're talking about, if out of 100% emissions, we as a continent constitute only 3%. When one country in Europe, UK, constitute 4.8%. It would be wrong for us to be talking about energy transition when we don't even have energy security. So our preoccupation now as a country is to see how we can get energy security, first of all, to industrialize, create jobs for our people,